Coach Shockley, what do you think you guys need to work on to improve to go into the next match?
No, I think that obviously it's a very difficult game first and foremost for us, and not so much difficult in what happened, but more difficult in the fact of our individual mistakes in there. You know, and collectively we will work with them together always, and we'll own it as a team. You know, the performance, I thought the attitude and the effort was there 100%, so I can't fault that in any way whatsoever. However, you know, we've got to clean up and we've got to do things a bit better when we're in possession of the ball. But it's a work in progress. We knew that. I knew that when I took over in this role, that it was going to be a group that have had some bumps along the way, and it's been difficult for them, and we knew that. And I think the most important thing is in anything that we do, is we're going to have to learn from this. We're going to have to learn and grow quick and grow fast, because we've got more games to play. You know, a 4-0 score line is hurt, it's tough, of course it is, but it's football, and I know that can happen. But I think just more just disappointed in the fact that once we went 1 goal, 2 goal, we shied away from what we were trying to do. We shied away from the game plan that we worked on. Full credit to Carolina, great team. Paulie's done a really good job with them. And we spoke about that beforehand. We said that, you know, they're a team that almost wounded themselves a little bit. And the important part of it for us was to start right and start fast and sharp. And then obviously conceding the goal in the first 2.5 minutes in the manner that we did. I think that put us on the back foot, and we never really recovered from that.
We had some subs late in the game and definitely saw some more exciting moments, some chances that we had. Talk to us a little bit about how you felt our subs impacted the flow of the game later on.
No, we do. We call them game changers for a reason. We want them to come in and we want them to make a difference. And it's tough coming in some respects, when you're coming into a game and you're trying to gather the momentum and the rhythm and the flow. But also it's another opportunity to come in and make a difference. And I think that, I think that they did. As I said, for me, it was the initial first goal and the second goal, and then our reaction after that of how we still, how we didn't really impose ourselves in what we were trying to do. And we've said from the start, it's only ever been about us, and it's always about us. But today, the mistakes, I think, got into us and caused us to come away from what we were trying to do. And then when you do that and your game plan goes out the window, then it unravels quite quickly. And we see that today with obviously the scoreline.
About the talk at halftime. I know you guys were down a few points. What was the talk like with Coach?
Yeah, it was a good talk at halftime. It was keeping the belief high that if we got the first goal back, we were going to be able to make some sort of comeback. So everyone was on board with the plan. I think as they got the third goal, things dropped, which is disappointing. But we were still together throughout the whole game. And the halftime talk was trying to get us back up there, but sadly we couldn't do it today.
Yeah, Sarah says, it is what it is. Long season. You're gonna pick you guys up, in the next game and just move on from there.
Of course, that's all you can do in a long season. We have another game against Dallas on the 6th, so taking the next, I don't know how many days it is, but to prep for that, we learn what we can from this. And I think everyone needs to look at themselves and see what they can do better, because the performance in general wasn't enough, myself included. But we just move on to the next game and we try to build on what we've been doing and build on our identity. And hopefully next time we're here, we put out a better performance.
Sarah, what did you guys work on to get prepared for Carolina Ascent this week?
So I think our main focus has just been building on, our structure and our team identity week after week. So we're just continuing to do that. And this was a tough one. However, it's a long season, it's a long game. We're really just focused on the incremental, changes that we can make to get us better week over week. And, there were some moments in this game where we were able to do that. And, we were able to complete the things that as a team are some team goals for us. And, I think we didn't do it enough. But it is what it is, and I think we move on next week and we add in the next layer and we just keep building and keep focusing for the next game.
We've had a couple of pretty positive results prior to this game, and just regaining that momentum going into next week. How do you guys plan to prepare for that?
Yeah, I think, it is what it is and you move on, right? Tomorrow's a new day. We show up, we train, and that's it, and we start focusing on the next game.